everyone, welcome to the channel. Here's the news you need to know today. Quick, clear, and to the point. Donald Trump signs bill to release Jeffrey Epstein files, a sudden turn amid political pressure. In a dramatic shift of stance, former President Donald Trump has signed legislation compelling the U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, to release investigative records related to Jeffrey Epstein, a move that breaks from his prior resistance and deepens questions about motivations and accountability. On November 19, 2025, Trump affixed his signature to what's become known as the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The law mandates that the DOJ make public unclassified documents concerning Epstein's sex trafficking investigations and his death in custody within 30 days of enactment. The bill passed the House with a resounding 427-1 vote, and the Senate followed via unanimous consent, illustrating unusually strong bipartisan agreement. Despite this, the law allows for exceptions. Files may be withheld if their disclosure would jeopardize active investigations, reveal grand jury material, or expose victims. A sharp reversal from Trump. Just months earlier, Trump publicly dismissed the push for full transparency as a Democrat hoax, and publicly derided his own supporters who demanded release of the files. Yet, as the congressional movement gained momentum, with the House Oversight Committee publishing thousands of pages of Epstein-related documents, Trump pivoted. He posted on his social platform, "We have nothing to hide. It's time to move on from this Democrat hoax." Sources indicate that behind the scenes his White House attempted to slow-walk the vote, seeking amendments and redaction privileges, before conceding that a full push through Congress was inevitable. What's driving the change? Analysts suggest several converging pressures led to Trump's turnaround. Grassroots and MAGA-base pressure. Conservatives and survivors alike were demanding transparency about Epstein and his network. Risk of losing control of the narrative. While the White House tried to manage the timing and framing of disclosure, many Republicans feared being blamed for obstruction. Damage containment. Some interpret Trump's signing as a strategic attempt to shift focus away from his personal connection to Epstein and onto the broader transparency narrative. One recent academic study of Trump's Truth Social posts found that during heightened scandal coverage he adjusted his messaging to divert attention, consistent with the notion of strategic diversion. The unanswered questions. Will the files truly be released in full? The law allows significant discretion for redactions, e.g., to protect victims, grand jury secrecy, or ongoing prosecutions. Critics argue this could be used to shield politically exposed persons. What exactly is in the files? Some newly released correspondence from Epstein's estate contained cryptic references to Trump, fueling speculation. Why the earlier resistance? Trump's evolving posture begs scrutiny, especially given his prior dismissal of the matter and his admitted ability, as president, to declassify documents unilaterally. Political ramification for Republicans. The episode reveals tensions within the GOP, between base demands for accountability and the party leadership's desire to steer focus toward other issues, immigration, economy. What happens next? The DOJ now has approximately 30 days to publish the documents, which sets a target release around mid-December, assuming no delays. Once posted, researchers, journalists, and victims' advocates will scrutinize them heavily. If the files are substantially redacted, there may be renewed calls for deeper investigations or oversight hearings. Politically, the timing, ahead of 2026 elections, means the issue could continue to ripple through campaigns and congressional hearings. Trump's signature on the Epstein Files bill marks a dramatic turnaround. On the surface, it signals a win for transparency. Below the surface, it underscores how political pressure, narrative risk, and internal party dynamics can drive major policy shifts. But whether the promised disclosure delivers meaningful transparency or simply a managed release remains to be seen. As the documents emerge, the true scale of what's revealed or withheld will define how history remembers this moment.